On this beautiful evening, I'm at the salt marshes of Pearsons because yesterday an American Golden Plover was found here. But as I parked the car, a couple of birds came out of the area and told me the bird was flushed by some hikers. Man, can't seem to get a break with this species. So now I have to search it myself. It should be somewhere here on the mud flats. Hopefully not too far away. I can get some good shots.
Pearsons is located just west of the Lauwersmeer. Here you have a pier that extends a good way into the Waddenzee. Just before high tide it is a good spot to check for waders, but sadly it was low tide when I was there, so the waders were too far out to check properly. On the pier I found a ruddy turnstone, which, although it is a wintering bird, isn't totally absent in summer. The species breeds as close as Germany and Denmark, although it's not a very common breeder there. On the mudflats, I noticed a large group of common shelducks. I also had some ruddy shelducks fly over, but couldn't get them on camera.
I'm now at the end of the pier, but I haven't seen the American Golden Plover. Man, I'm going to walk back and check the spots where it was seen yesterday evening and today. Hopefully it had returned there and we can see it. I am now at the westernmost part of the area where it was seen yesterday evening. Can't find it here. Check the fields, check the mud flats, but can't find it. Now I'm heading back to the spot it was seen earlier this afternoon. Hopefully it returned there.
Here we see the patch of water the American Golden Plover was seen, and if you noticed how beautiful the light conditions are, one could only wonder how good my shots could have been if the bird would just have been there.
I've now also checked the eastern side of the area where it was this afternoon. Wasn't there. I feel kind of beaten up. Second time I dip this species in a month's time. It is now Sunday evening and I'm going to try the American Golden Plover again at the surroundings of the Lauwersmeer. It was reported this morning at the salt marshes of Pearsons, but then it flew east to the Bandpolder and wasn't reported anymore. So I guess I have to do some searching myself. But first I'm trying a blue-winged teal that has been found at the Ezumakeeg yesterday evening. I am at the spot where it was reported an hour ago. Can't find it here, so I have to do that searching myself also. Let's see if we can find these two cool American birds.
This was the spot the blue-winged teal was seen a couple of hours prior, but now it was nowhere to be found, although I noticed some sleeping ducks quite close by.
Couldn't find the blue-winged teal at first at the site. It was reported at 5 p.m. But then I saw its head sticking up right in front of here, where between a couple of sleeping tufted ducks. But then it flew up directly all the way to the Ezumakeeg south.
Luckily, one of the first groups of ducks I checked contained the blue-winged teal, easily identified by the large white patch on the front of its head.
Luckily it didn't take me long to re-find the bird here on the south side of the Ezumakeeg, between some northern shovelers. but sadly pretty far away. So now I'm gonna eat my salad in the car, and hopefully in the meantime the bird will get a bit closer. The blue-winged teal is sadly still in the same spot, and there's also a lot of heat haze, so can't get any better shots that I have already. So I'm first gonna search for the American Golden Plover, and then hopefully later in the evening return here and get some better shots of the blue-winged teal. I've checked all the spots at the salt marsh of Pearsons where it has been seen. Can't find it. Also looked a bit further east where it was seen this morning at around 10 to 11 a.m. Can't find it there also. So I'm afraid it's gone. Hopefully I have a chance at the bomb polder where I'm going to search next. When I was back at the car, came across two other birders who had already shot the bomb polder for the American Golden Plover. Didn't find it there. They are now going to check at the spot I was just prior. Hopefully it will return there. Then they give me a call and I can go there. But in the meantime, I decided to head back to the spot it was seen last in the morning. And from there, walk east and check all the fields there. Let's hope it's there.
From far away, I already noticed this patch of water, which had partly fallen dry. A good spot for an American Golden Plover, I thought. Upon arrival, there was only a group of oyster catchers present. I had now reached the end of the salt marshes and had to accept another dip of the American Golden Plover. So I went back to the Ezumakeeg to search for the blue-winged teal once again. During golden hour, the sun was getting so low it was shining below the clouds that were above me, giving great light conditions at the Ezumakeeg, but sadly couldn't find the blue-winged teal, only the spotted redshank. After the golden hour had passed and there was only very little light left, I finally refound the blue-winged teal.
After dipping on the American Golden Plover, I went back to the Ezumakeeg for the blue-winged teal to hopefully get some better shots in better light conditions and with less heat haze. But when I got there, there was another birder searching and he couldn't find it, and I also couldn't find it. So we both went to the northern side of the Ezumakeeg. There we couldn't find it also. So I went back to the south side of the Ezumakeeg, and after scanning for about 20 minutes, I finally found it again. So I rushed back to the other birder. He got it also. So that is a nice closure of the day. Like and subscribe for new bird videos.